comes to a situation that requires that need from the people, that their organs are really short in the status quo, we think there is an obligation for the government to actually take action. And we think that the best way to actually solve this problem is that how we can provide enough organs for the people is going on the way of the compulsory donation. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't think that the taking away those organs of the people, especially when we talk about the post-mortem donation, we actually is the ideas of really violating the rights of the people. Because at the same time, ladies and gentlemen, we think it's a vague issue when we talk about we want to save the majority life of people that are on the waiting list. We think that we cannot use the opt-out system like the opponent has been proposed to us, because we think that there will be no enough organs there will be no enough organs in the society. And moreover, we think that we cannot wait for the majority, for every single person consent under that test, because we think this is the dire situation we need to solve. So moving on to my rebuttals today, I have three main rebuttals. So on my first rebuttal, when they talk about they're going to propose the opt-out system, right? Ladies and gentlemen, we think this is not going to work. First level, we think that there will be no enough organs. There will be no enough organs anyway. Because at the same time, your side is claiming that people are really committed to the religious belief. So we think those people under your case actually go and opt out their system and opt out their organ anyway. So we think that if you claim that our case doesn't work, your case doesn't also, right? Because it is also the same situation you see. So moving on, second level, right? When you talk about by the opting out system, you will create no black market, because the WTO we actually go and check. We think this is not the case where you want to create black market and let the WTO go and check, because we think that under your case the WTO will not be able to go and check in every space of the country anyway. What we want to instigate debate is that we want to provide enough organs for people, and will not let any room for the black market to happen, and we will not put any more burden on those organizations anyway. So moving on to the second rebuttals, right? When you talk about like people have the reason why people don't go to donate their organs today is people are not informed, and like people need to make the decision based on the consent, right? But ladies and gentlemen, we think on this issue, my first speaker has already said that on this case, on the dire situation where there is a dire need for organs to be transplanted to people, we think that in this particular case, the government has a justification to actually make a decision on behalf of their people in order to run the country. Because generally that the government is elected, and it is elected to be there to actually make a voice or make a decision on behalf of the people anyway. So with this legitimacy is there for the government to actually force people to help the majority of the people. We think that moreover you cannot actually leave a room for the campaign and wait for the time people will agree under your case, right? Because we think this is a dire need, we don't have time, we think we are in urgency in order to save the lives of the people. So moving on to the third rebuttal, right? When you talk about how you create awareness of people and people actually believe in the ideas of altruism, we think this is also can be complied within our side also, right? Because we think that when you say you can create awareness for people to force to donate organs, we think at the same time we also can create awareness for people that they also see the ideas of altruism, that less people will retaliate against government, because people actually, by the religious aspect, we think that people actually understand that on the basic of religious principle, that we think that every religion we actually teach you people to be a good person. So when you see that people are informed, that other people are dying our way, so we think this is when people will not retaliate with the government and see that the government is doing the best anyway. So moving on to my substantive today, I'll be talking about how our policy will eliminate the illegal markets and create a better living condition in today's society. So moving on the first level, like when we talk about why black or illegal markets is there when there is no compulsory education, we think that under the status quo, the ideas of opt-in or the opt-out doesn't work, right? Because we think there is no enough organ in that scenario. So what happens when those people are short of organs? We think we can categorize it it into two cases. First case is when we talk about the rich, right? So we think that those riches will go to find other organs, will actually commodifying organs, and will actually ask for the poor to sell their organs to them. So we think this is how you create back illegalized market that will be not more into private government. And second case is that those poor that are short of organs and the government is not provided a free organ to them, they go die away because they don't have money in that case. So we think the problem is we think this is a problem we see is that there is an inequality in this case when there is no compulsory donation and no free organ will be delivered to people, right? So second, we think that the problem is that there is no legal monitoring, right? So we think there is no healthy aspect or there is no hygiene in this case, yes.
In states riddled with corruption, such as African states, how can you ensure that there are no loopholes, and how can you ensure that the poor people are not going to get exploited?
Ladies and gentlemen, we think this is not the case we are debating today. We think inside every country there will be every party a moratorium. We think that the WHO is already there to actually monitor what's going on in the country, right? So we think this is not the case because what you are claiming is also can be happen under your case. So moving on to the second level, we talk about how compulsory donation would actually make a change in the status quo. We think what we want is to save both rich people and poor people equally, not targeting at any groups of the people. So when we think that we allow those compulsory donations to be there, this is how we install equality in the society. So when there are enough organs, so those rich and those poor people will actually obtain those organs. So they don't have to go and buy alternatives for those riches, and for those poor, they don't have to die out away just because they have no organs for them to God. So we think that this is how people to be saved. So moving on to the third level, we talk about how will there be a detrimental consequences when there is no compulsory donation, right? So we think that what the opposition side is trying to do when they promote opposition, we think that they are running into the same circle, that people without organs go to those markets and people die away. So we think this is not a kind of the government we want to see. We want a kind of government that saves the life